Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Temple of Possibilities. I am Minister William, or Reverend Will if you wish, leading today's sermon of March 9th, 2025. And as always, we'll start with a moment of silence for prayer, meditation, or what have you. All right, thank you. Today's sermon is called Reality and Perception. It is written by J.D. Stillwater and was posted on the Unitarian Universalist Association website on October 23rd of 2024. Compassionate actions emerge from the sense of openness, connectedness, and discouragement you have created. Joan Halifax. On the fourth week-long backpacking trip, I found myself ambling down a quiet dirt lane with an admirable team from Brooklyn. I hope I pronounced that right. After several days of stumbling over roots and rocks in the Appalachian Trail, this was heaven. Even with our heavy packs and a blazing sun, I noticed a strange tree on the roadside a quarter-mile ahead and murmured half to myself, Looks like that apple tree is completely covered in poison ivy." He stopped abruptly. "No way you can see that from here." I said I was pretty sure it was a dying apple tree that that poison ivy had completely taken over. I was willing to be wrong, and we'd know for sure pretty soon. How can you possibly know that from this distance? I considered as we continued along the lane. I'm not sure how I know. It's shaped like an apple tree, but the leaves are too dark, too dense. I don't know, I can just tell. After some time in silence, I said, "Say, you're out and about in Brooklyn, and there's a man on the corner 2 blocks ahead. Can you tell if he's selling drugs?" He scoffed. "Anybody can tell that. It's obvious." "I can't. I wasn't even sure it was a good example." "How can you possibly know that?" His turn took a center. "I'm not sure. The way he moves, his clothes, I just know." More silence, each thinking about the knowledge we don't recognize as knowledge, and how what's familiar can obscure other ways of perceiving. When we came under the tree, sure enough, there were a few shriveled apple leaves on a brittle-looking branch. Thick, hairy poison ivy leaves vines strangled the trunk and filled the sky with glossy green, dark leaves. What's familiar to me affects how I experience the world. Other people perceive differently. Let me not dismiss or discount any preservations of my companions. Prayer. Just for today, let me remember that all I know is just one small piece of reality, a tiny slice shaped by my limited perceptions and biases. Only when my knowledge is combined with uncountable others does truth emerge. May I remember this, invite others' preservations, or perspectives and behave accordingly. Amen. Everybody has their own um, knowledge based on the lives that they lived. It's you as you experience new things, you gain knowledge of those things. So people who don't, that's why people who don't experience certain things are not as knowledgeable as those who experience it a lot. And I'm not sure what else to add to that. But I hope everyone's doing well and they're adjusting to the time change that's happened today. And hopefully everyone set their clock the right way. Spring forward, fall back. But until next week, remember, when we all come together, the possibilities are endless. And I'll see you next week.